I think what Graham Simpson's decision to join Reform demonstrates is that Reform is just a recreation of the Tory party with even more extreme views than the Tory party is currently espousing. So I think people in Scotland who've turned their backs on the Tories for all of my life and for longer than all of my life should remember that Reform is just a reincarnation of the Tory party and will do just as much damage to Scotland as the Tory party has done to Scotland over time.
Graham Simpson was elected on the list seat under the Scottish Tories, not Reform. Should he resign?
Well, it's quite interesting. Graham Simpson is the author of a bill which is all about recalling members of the Scottish Parliament when communities think they should be recalled. And here he is, jumping ship, changing his party loyalty, and the electorate have been completely and utterly ignored in the process. So I think there's an inherent contradiction in what Graham Simpson has undertaken. Now, there's no obligation on him to resign, but I think having piloted and pioneered the legislation about recall, I think Graham Simpson's got some pretty big questions to answer.
Is it hypocrisy?
I thought it is entirely hypocrisy. Graham Simpson has taken forward a bill which is all about recalling members of Parliament when they do something that people disapprove of. Well, Graham Simpson was elected as a Tory and he's now sitting as a Reform member and he's not consulted his electorate. So at the heart of that is complete and utter hypocrisy.
Nigel Farage said yesterday he wants to be strong enough, wants Reform to be strong enough to kick you out of power. Are you scared?
I'm obviously leading a government that is, after 18 years in office, leading in the opinion polls in Scotland. Now, I take none of that for granted. I'm working very hard to deliver on the priorities of the people of Scotland about eradicating child poverty, about growing the economy, about making the transition to net zero and strengthening our public services, particularly our National Health Services. And I'll take that record to the public along with an inspiring message about how Scotland should be an independent country, and I'm very confident people in Scotland are much more interested in that message than they are in Reform.